Well, for the most part, I would say it's probably a rebounding big with like small forward. Typically, like the most used small forward is probably like Camille or Nat. You'll see that all the time. They usually get banned, but if they're not banned, they're going to be in the game. And then typically for point guard, you want to always try to get Nana. If you can't get Nana, you either want to get Boa or Nico for the most part. Well, Nana is just she's like the best point guard. She has like she's really fast. She has a good dive and she has the drift 3. It just makes her tough. Like if you play pick and roll with Nana, they have to cover it. It's like two people have to cover that so you can either get your score to be isolated, or if you have like an inside score, it's so much easier for them to dunk because they're being left alone in the paint. Yeah, Nico is very good against a pass back. You can kind of play her like really risky. Like sometimes, a lot of the times when they do pass back, they're passing back to the big, and if they're not even looking for the Nico, you can kind of sneak in there. Like this, I don't know if you've seen him on the leaderboard. He hasn't really been that active recently, but GFZZZ, he pretty much set the standard on how to play Nico, and he would get like 3 or 4 intercepts a game, tons of intercepts and stuff. But sometimes like if your scorer is playing like I don't know Quiang or Nat, you're better off going with more of a shooting point guard. Like if you can't get Nana, you kind of have to pick and choose. Like if my score is going like an ISO score, like Greta or I don't know Camille, maybe they're like they have like a shooting build on Julian or something like that. Then I might go Nico. But if they have like more of a dunking build or inside scoring, I might go Albert or Jackie or something like that, just so that the big can play pick and roll with me and my guy can like go to the paint, or if the big is on him, he can go to the 3 and our big can go to the paint to just like lay it up. So it's kind of just forcing like mismatches and stuff. White, I think, is best with like Greta because Greta forces a lot of double teams because she just has a lot of options that make people jump. She has the pass shot, she has the like a bunch of pump fakes. And so the big will usually at higher levels, the big will come and play help defense. And if he passes to White, White can just do that alley oop before the big can go back to the paint to contest the dunk. Definitely Nat, Camille. Recently, with the buff to Yui, Fire King has been really, really good. The Yui Fire King combo with that boost to Ali 3 has been like very, very good. I think Yui, pretty much any 3-point shooter. David's pretty good with Yui. Um, I don't think Marcus works that well with Yui because he gets most of his 3-point boost off his dribble moves. Like he can still make a couple of alley threes with her, but not at the same rate as like Fire King. Pretty much you want to use Fire King. If you can't get Fire King, probably David, maybe Mary. Like I would only really Mary's kind of she needs to get buffed or something. But the only time I would ever pick Mary with Yui is if the other team took Fire King. So a lot of the times in BPE, if you take Yui, sometimes they take Fire King to take that option out. Um, Mary just has a higher 3-point, and she has that what is it she has the free yeah the preemptive shot. I barely seen Mary in ladder. I would only pick her in like a scenario where I was my team had Yui and the other team picked Fire King. If they picked somebody else like Camille or something, I don't think I would go Mary because she is not a great blocker and she's so slow. I have a feeling that her second level 4 is gonna be that like enhanced 3-point that Fire King has. Yeah, that's just Mary is just kind of she's just not really a good pick right now. David works really well with Yui because he has that jump shot that he has. You can do if you just kind of fake the alley 3 and don't shoot it, you can just do that do a dribble and just pull up and that usually goes in. Yeah, and some even if it's contested, he makes it at a pretty good rate because he still has the 3-point boost as long as he doesn't shoot the alley 3 or pump fake. Before it was Martin, but they buffed him and he's actually pretty good. Like I've been playing these Icon dudes that have been using Martin and he's a very solid option now. Friedman. No, it's Friedman. He's the one that needs the buff the most. Yeah, I've tried to use him. It's just like his dunk is so inconsistent. You can't really make a solid dunk build with him. The only real way you can play him is by like using screens and using his level 4 behind screens. His step back's really nice. I think he has like the biggest step back in the game. Yeah, it's like it's very hard to cover, but I guess if I could change anything about him besides his inconsistency, I would want to have his post up and his dribble to be on 2 different buttons. I wish his post up was an aux button. Yeah, that I wish he had that because yeah, if you could dribble like in the paint with them and then do his post up, he would. I feel like that would be kind of nice because you can kind of get into that post up right off a dribble and just shoot it right in. Like sometimes they don't even react to it. I feel like with lower elo players, I see them take a lot of really bad shots. I guess the best advice is probably to use pass back a lot more. Pump fake, pass, try to get an open shot out of there. They need to stop doing the. I always see lower level players like lose their dribble, they'll pump fake, someone will jump, but they won't have their dribble and they'll shoot it. It's gonna miss like 90% of the time. It's gonna miss every time at the 3. And they always shoot that and it always misses. They need to pump fake and they need to pass more. That's all. Pump fake and pass more. That's the best advice.